Hey guys, my name is Troy and welcome back to another reading vlog. Today's vlog is a double arc vlog, which I'm so lucky to have. I've never really been this excited about these arcs. So first we have Alicia and Atlantis, The Forbidden Vial by Natalie Lane. And then second up we have Nine of Swords by Brooklyn Quintana. And basically in this reading vlog, I'm going to be doing like my reviews, like these books are both coming out in March, I think, and like should you read them or should you not? I'm gonna deep dive into both of them and basically just give you guys the tea, and it's gonna be a super fun video, so make sure to leave a like, subscribe. Let's just get straight into it. I've already done some reading because today I had an asynchronous day because of like inclement weather. It was freezing rain this morning, so my school canceled virtual learning and we had to do asynchronous work, so that was interesting, and I am 94 pages in. Basically what this book is about is we're set with a girl named Alicia. She's going to this like boarding school basically when one day she gets attacked by this sea monster, and then she runs away in vain to kind of report this sea monster when she gets dragged into the sea and into the world of Atlantis. And basically there she has to solve the mystery of her father. She finds out that her father was a part of this Atlantis world. I'm just getting into the mystery, so I don't really know much about her father. She also needs to go to the school at the Octopus Garden while there are people coming at her for her heritage. There's some like bad guys in this book. I think it's called like the Investigator or something. I'm really liking the characters. I love Alicia. I love Wimmy. I love Felthdor. They all have such unique personalities. Like, this is something that I look for in books, and I definitely can draw this connection to the Keeper Lost City series, which Natalie marketed this to me as, and basically, I think that the characters are very unique. Everyone's, like, unique, and there's something fun about each character or something special, and that's what I really like. So I've been really enjoying exploring the characters, and then also, I think the settings have been really nice. Like, just seeing, like, the new world, the technology within this world is super cool. So creative, so unique, so fun to read about, and I'm just enjoying like all the magical things too. It's kind of like a utopian world, but also there's always these like hidden cracks, and this is again like one of those like Elven Lost Cities vibes. Like it's like a beautiful world with like advanced solutions for everything, but there's also those hidden cracks. We are kind of set with like a tyrannical dictator, and in this world there are a lot of rules and laws, and so we can definitely see kind of like the extreme leader vibes from this book. There are some plot elements that aren't there. Some stuff felt weird to me because it was like, what? Like, was it really necessary? And like there is this one instance where there is a mistake with like the vehicle taking her to the Octopus Garden, and then something happened where she was like getting chased by these crabs, and so she went away from the Octopus Garden. We go full circle. We go back to the Octopus Garden after she gets like chased, but then it's like nothing happens after that. Like, why did they go to the place for the first part? So like I just think setting up those motives and then making sure that the plot, it's like everything has a why. Like, why did Nathalie get pulled into the sea? Why did she get set with Wimmy and Felthdor as like her kind of parents or her adoptive parents? And like stakes in this book have not been fully raised yet, and I think that's another thing that's kind of weighing me down about this book, is that there's like two kind of stakes that I look for in books. There's like the interior character, like high stakes or low stakes or whatever, and then there's like the society. So like, and I say stakes, I mean like importance. Like, what is important about the world to Alicia, and what is important about Alicia to the world? Like, I don't know how she's quite going to be contributing to this world, and I don't know how the world is going to quite contribute to her. It just seems like it's low stakes. So I think that like raising the stakes, making her more important, and also making the world more important to her, it comes like full circle. But if like you draw this to the Keeper Lost City series, I think that the stakes are much higher, because like I said, she had to forcibly be removed from her place and go to the Elven world. It just felt like she's kind of voluntarily being in Atlantis. So there's just like a lot of things that I could talk about here, but I'm just looking forward to seeing how we kind of interact with like future villains and stuff. But definitely I think it's getting better, and that more of the cracks in the world are getting explored, and I'm just excited to learn more. But overall, I wanted to explore like the negatives just for like feedback, because I want to provide as much feedback for Natalie as possible. But overall, really enjoying it. I'll let you guys later, probably when I'm like 2/3, and then I'll do 3/3. Yeah, we have to quickly get through this book because then we have a 700-page book with all these small words to get to. Oh my gosh. Hello guys, and welcome to the second update, and I'm now 2/3 of the way through Alicia and Atlantis. It has been a little bit slow in terms of my reading, but yeah, I just hit 204 in this book, and I only have 100 pages left. I hope to zoom through this, maybe even update you guys with my final count tomorrow. Crossing my fingers, but yeah, it is actually going a lot better. I'm loving the book a lot more. After she slowed it down a bit, I'm liking it more. Like, I like kind of the world building, the explanation, because I still have a lot of questions, like what's the kind of like parental relationship between Wimmy, Felthor, and Alicia? Like, I don't really understand. I need to kind of understand more of a context about the leader and like the sensate powers, obviously, and like more about Alicia's dad. So I just like that we're getting to kind of more exploration of the world, not as much action, because I feel like the author feels like she needs to have so much action and like fighting and jousting and running away and getting captured. Like, there's a lot of like stuff in this book, but like I feel like what I'm really enjoying is just the world and like the characters and the exploration. So yeah, if it continues at the pace of like the last few pages, if it continues at that pace, I'm gonna be really enjoying it. So yeah, I'm gonna just go now. I don't want this video to be so long, so I'll just get back to you guys when I have my final review of the book and when I'm finished with it. Yeah, and then we'll get on to the next one. So I'll see you guys later. I'm the worst vlogger ever. It's been like a week since I last updated you guys. I was like, alright, I'm gonna update you guys when I finish Elysian Atlantis. Then I finished Elysian Atlantis. And then I just like never updated you guys. Also, yeah, there's like a huge time cut between that, because like I started filming and then my mom and my sister were like making noise, so that I stopped filming. But anyways, now we're back. Basically, I finished Elysian Atlantis, and then we'll talk about how much reading I've done with Nine of Swords. So Elysian Atlantis, overall, the last portion was probably the best portion in the book. Just the action, the kind of almost the conclusion to the mystery, like, you know, like when you read a murder mystery book and then you find out like the murderer. Like this, we kind of find out like the information with her dad and with her like her biological parents and all that kind of fun stuff. And I thought that it was just so eventful. I felt like it was so exciting. I felt like the plot was so well like thought out for the last half. I just think we needed the last half, kind of that same energy like pasted onto the first half, because I feel like the second half was so much more exciting to me. I loved how the characters kind of evolved over the second half and how like it just had that kind of mystery tone as like we kind of, there's like this arc that we had to follow, and as we went on we kind of figured out all in that category. So yeah, hope that made sense. I just really thought that this was a pretty good book, honestly, for a middle grade. Really fun, really light, something that I just definitely enjoyed. It wasn't too heavy for me. Some stuff got a little bit creepy at the end, but like I liked that she was able to kind of include, you know, darker things in the midst of a kind of middle grade lighter tone, if that makes sense. So yeah, I definitely recommend. Probably my overall rating would be 4.25 stars. Definitely don't have too many negatives about the second half. Now, moving on, I've gotten a lot of reading done with Nine of Swords. It's been slow, but I have gotten a lot of reading done. So with Nine of Swords, I'm officially 464 pages, and there are 760 pages. So I have about 300 exactly to go with this, which is about 5 more hours of reading. I'm actually not that sad about a lot more reading to go, because this book has been pretty good. The only thing that I will say is that it's long, but I want to explain this book first. Basically, we're set with this character named Phineas Fogg, and he's like a prince. He is off to the Morancy Military Academy of Arts. He goes there after a lot of stuff goes down, where he meets this mysterious man named Barnaby Lott at this like bookshop, which tells him a little bit about his future. Then his father gets killed before he goes, and basically this haunts Finn the whole time when he's at Morancy, and he has to be separated from his sister. I think that kind of gives a better explanation. Then he goes to Morancy, and there he has to kind of go through rigorous training, which is very dangerous. He has multiple kind of opportunities to die there. First, with the game in the jungle, where all of his kind of the first year students, they get separated and they have to find each other and make their way out of the jungle. The second is this kind of like capture the flag game, where they're going through catacombs and they have to escape the catacombs. And then the third kind of trial is this end of year games, where they have to kind of cross the sea, go into, you know, the other side or whatever. And I haven't gotten to that part yet. I'm about to be reading it soon. I know the chapter of like Let the Games Begin is in about 60 pages. I'm really excited to start on final year games that are supposedly very dangerous. There's been definitely some negatives. Let's go over those first, because they're kind of on my mind more prominently. First, I feel like the book is getting a little bit long here. I feel like it would have worked better as a 600-page book, as I said in my wrap-up. I think that it's just so rigorous. It feels like I have to kind of keep chewing on this book in a way, and there's some scenes and kind of like places in the book where I think they're just very, very long and very, very like not as necessary. Like there's some dreams and some like weird plot points that I just didn't think needed to be put in, if that made sense. Every single chapter, Phineas, our main character, is like fighting with Holland, another main character, or any other boy. I like the storytelling. I really like the author so far. I like the writing. It just feels like a really cozy tale, and I'll definitely let you guys know my final review after I finished it. But just wanted to update you guys with my reading, even though it's been like a long time. This is like a 3-week long vlog. Alright, see you guys. Alright guys, so I finished Nine of Swords by Brooklyn Quintana yesterday night, or last night. I always say yesterday night for some reason. Since I last updated you guys, I think I read about like 200-ish, or maybe 250 pages. Maybe, no, like around 300 pages. And the ending was actually, surprisingly, the best part of the book. There were like the end of the year games, and they actually spanned like about 150 pages. And it was basically really cool. It had a mix of like sailing and fighting and some cool monsters and magic, and there's also a lot of exploration to more of like the abstract. They kind of did a delve into some of the spiritual, like magical parts of Finn and his magic, and so I thought that was really cool. And then they dropped a bomb at the end. I don't know why I keep saying they, like the author kept dropping a bomb at the end, and it was really, really good. The plot twist, super cool. Wish we had like more like kind of plot twists throughout the book and more learning. It kind of felt like I had to wait to the whole book to kind of figure out what happened, but if some of these seeds got planted earlier on, I feel like that would help the reader kind of finish the book strong and like kind of keep going, because all of it felt like it was revealed at the end when it could have been spread out earlier. I think that, again, my main kind of points is that it's good writing and it's a good plot and it's very, very creative and imaginative, especially with like all the plot twist stuff, but it's too long. It's hard to get through. A normal 700-page book wouldn't even be that bad to me, but it's like the amount of text on each page too. It's just, there's so much. You could fit this into like a 1,000-page book if you just made the text larger, you know? So it's hard to get through and it's a little bit discouraging, and this took me a really long time because of that. But that's like my overall thoughts. It was a pretty good book, and I definitely recommend it if you're looking for something super immersive and you're up for the challenge. It's just, again, it's a little bit long, so that's like my only warning. It's good storytelling though, for sure, and it feels really cozy and immersive. But that wraps up this video with these two books. I have been talking for a long time, so I want to definitely just go into an outro. I will have these two links in the description for you to pre-order. This one comes out on Amazon on March 15th. This has already been out, so you can kind of find this book at wherever, and then this book will be out on Amazon on March 15th. Thanks so much for the authors for sending me these books, and they were definitely kind of what I needed. I needed to step back from some of the more popular books, so yeah, that wraps it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more vlogs. Definitely gonna do a spring break one. I'll leave the last video up there. Definitely leave a comment down below if you enjoyed this kind of style, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper.